Hello and welcome. My name's Angie Holden. I'm the blogger behind the Country Chic Cottage. Today we're going to make this adorable sublimation hanging organizer. So after you sublimate it, you add the hooks to the bottom. You can add keys, whatever you would like. I was thinking this would be super cute for like dog leashes, things like that. So I customized my version with the word home with pictures inside. Thought it would be a really fun idea. But you can customize this literally any way you would like. So think about custom options, things that you would like to see on a hanging organizer where you would hang keys, dog leashes, whatever you would like to hang on here. And think about what you would like to see on here to fit your home's decor or to give as a gift. And you can make it possible with this sublimation blank. So first, let's take a look at the supplies we're going to use. Heat-resistant tape, heat-resistant gloves, lint roller, heat-resistant mat, and protective paper. Now you'll also need a heat source, and I'm going to use my large Cricut Easy Press because I think it'll work well for this one. And then you will need the blank itself. So this is a sublimation blank, and it comes with the hooks. Holes are pre-drilled. We'll walk through how to use this blank, and I will link to it as well as everything else I'm using in the description below this video. And then finally, you will need a sublimation print. So this is sublimation ink printed on sublimation paper from a sublimation printer. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to make this design. Now, you can make any design that you want and put it on this key hanger. However, I just thought that this was a fun addition to make this really custom. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create a Design and Custom Size, and I'm going to make this 11 by 8.5 because that is the size of my sublimation paper. And next, if you go to Elements and search for the letters that you want. So we'll search for H, then click Frames, and you can see a variety of frames. This is the easiest way to shape your photos into letters. So I'm going to repeat this for each of the letters in Home. And now I have all of these letters and I can resize them, move them around. So I want them to be as wide as possible. And I can pick everything, click Position. And first of all, I can align them at the top. And then if I click Tidy Up, it will move them equal distant apart. So I can see that these are still a little bit too big unless you want them to overlap. I do not, so I'm gonna just shrink them up a little bit, move the E out, again pick everything and click Tidy Up. Now that looks really good to me, and you can click Uploads and upload all of your images. And for each of these, you can just drag over the image that you want to use for each of these. Once you've done that, you can double click and you could resize this. You can move it around within the H. You can just play around with this until you get it exactly how you want it. Once you have it exactly how you want it, you can pick everything, click Position, and you can see how large it is. So it's about 3.83 high, and if I just click on this corner, I can see it's about 10.5 inches wide. So you can go ahead and measure your blank, and I did want this a little less than 4 inches high, so I'm fine with this, but you can definitely drag and shrink or pull down the letters until you get this looking exactly how you want it to look. Once it is exactly how you want it, you can click Share, then Download as a PDF for print. I like to use CMYK and click Download. Then you'll print this on your sublimation printer using sublimation ink on sublimation paper. You're going to start by prepping your blank. So first of all, the hooks that come with this, there's hooks as well as screws in here. We can set those to the side for now. That will be the last step. Now there is a white side and a black side. The black side has holes for you to hang it on a wall. The white side is where you will sublimate. This has a protective film on it, so we're gonna go ahead and peel that back. So you may notice that the surface itself doesn't look that good once you get it, and that is probably because it has this protective film and it may look scratched up, the film itself. All that is the film doing its job. So the first thing we're going to do is remove that film, and it removes all of those sort of imperfections that I saw on the surface. Now you may want to go ahead and clean this up, especially if it was scratched quite a bit. There could be just some leftover dirt and pieces on the surface. Then next, you might see some of this black paint that's gotten onto the front surface. This isn't very critical unless you're doing a design that covers the entire front. So for this one, could I skip this? Probably. No one's probably going to notice, but you might just want to go around the edges and make sure that those are cleaned up just a little bit. And then I'm going to locate the print itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is to cut this pretty close to the design. That way I can tell that I have it in the correct location. And I did print this design mirrored, as you can see, and when I flip it over, it's going to be the right way. And we'll just locate this, make sure it's straight, make sure it is where you want it. You do want to account for a little bit above these screw holes because the hooks themselves do cover a little bit. You can put the hooks on here so you can visualize it, just sort of set them on there. And so I'm going to move this up just a little bit to leave room for those hooks. And then I'm going to use a few pieces of heat-resistant tape just to hold that print in place. And then we'll go ahead and get the Easy Press out. So my heat-resistant mat down, and then I'm going to put the board down on the mat. Sublimation prints on top, and I'm going to add protective paper over the top. I have my Easy Press set to 400 degrees for 90 seconds, and I'm just going to add that. Again, I'm using the larger one so I can press all at one time. I just feel like that will work a bit better. And I'm just going to press down with about medium pressure for the full time. Then once that time is up, we'll just lift this up, set it to the side. This is going to be very, very hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of peek at this and see if I think it's sublimated well enough. And that corner looks good. I'm putting each corner back down, just making sure I got an even sublimation across the whole thing. And that way, if something does not look right, I can add the Easy Press back to this and press again. Okay, it looks really good. So now we can peel back that sublimation print completely. Looks so good. Okay, so cute. So we're just gonna peel this back, and it looks so, so, so good. The ink transfer on this was awesome. Like, look how much of the ink is left, like barely anything. It looks so good. So now we do need to add the hooks to this. However, you might find that the heat is warping this a bit. It's just a little bit. So I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm just going to add that mat back to it, maybe put something heavy on it and allow that piece to cool before we finish it off. All right, so I've given that some time to cool off. I can just flip it over. Looks really good. Okay, and now we'll just add these hooks to the holes. So there are screws. The holes are pre-drilled. So I'm just going to screw each of these hooks into place, 2 screws each, and then we will take a look at the finished project. All right, so here is my finished project. I think it looks great. So all that's left for you to do is to hang this up. Now, I did mention when I was doing the design that you can do any design you like. I sort of liked the home on here with the photos inside. You could put a photo over the entire thing, a print over the entire thing. Make this custom to you. Now, I liked this version with this style of hook. I bought it specifically because of the style of hook. However, I did notice that these were pretty low in stock while I was making this video, so I am going to link to several options that are similar to this in the description below this video. Any of them will work roughly the same. You might want to check the time and temperature for the one that you pick. Okay, so my version you saw, I took up an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. If you want to do like a full design on this, you want to go all the way from edge to edge, then you would need 8.5 by 14 inch sublimation paper. Most printers that print small sizes will print that larger legal size, and this blank will work with that. So if you want to go a full coverage design, or you want to get closer to the edge with the home, then you would need the longer paper. Otherwise, this one was super easy to make. Again, I like this idea for this project. However, you can customize this however you would like. I hope you like the idea of the word as well. And it doesn't just have to be home. Maybe it says something about your dog or something like that, and you put pictures of your dog in the letters. There are tons of different options with this one. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about making this project, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you like this video and helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. I have videos just like this one every single week, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of those. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.